Good morning, community. Jill here with North Texas Vegetable Gardening, canning, recipes, a little bit of everything. Welcome to all you new folks who may be visiting the channel. We ask that you hit that subscribe button so you can follow us along here on our small farm in North Central Texas. So we didn't get any rain last night, or very little actually. No high winds, praise the Lord, because I prayed that those storms would bypass us, and they certainly did. Now they're saying we may get some today, and you saw on the south that it looks a little harried here. Let me walk out here and see. And I'm gonna turn the camera so you can see. Ooh, those dark clouds coming up from the south. But we'll be watching it today and just monitoring the weather and making sure that everything is safe. So we're gonna talk about weed cloth today. I've had several people ask me about the weed cloth and which ones we use and how we use it. Weed cloth is paramount to our garden, I should say, because we live out in the country, and weed seeds blow all over the place, and we keep the weed cloth in the high tunnels, and we put it down in areas where we think we might plant outside. We don't use it in our raised beds because we can get in here and pull pretty easily the weeds, and we have modified our soil tremendously, and we keep it pretty clean. So we're not worried about our raised beds, but we do worry about some areas where we may plant outside. My bush beans are popping up all over the place out here. Yay. This is our little high tunnel, and you can see we have weed cloth everywhere. And we are constantly walking in here every day, throughout the day, so it's very important that we have a good, sturdy, thick weed cloth to keep the weeds from bursting through in the grass. And so yes, and then if we're going to plant, then we go ahead and lay it on the side. Now these tomato plants, I use this area every year for my tomato plants in this high tunnel. Man, you can see they are doing fantastic. And because we are blocking the weeds that are coming up everywhere, we don't really ever have an issue here as well. I got to get in here and tie these babies up today. This is the big high tunnel, and it's the same here, guys. So this path has been walked on because of our plant sale, so we want to make sure and have a safe path for people, but we also want to block any grass and weeds that come up. And then back here, this is getting ready to be planted. So yes, we've had lots of people walking here, and you can see it's holding up quite well. And we've had probably hundreds of people come and buy our plants. Ooh, we still got pretty good selection, my friends. So we didn't have to look very far to get some weed cloth for high traffic areas and for planting. Many of you know that we love Vevor, V-E-V-O-R. They have a little bit of everything. And in fact, Greg calls it I think it was the J.C. Whitley catalog back when we were growing up. You could find anything from Vevor. We use a lot of their products, and we are so pleased, and we use their weed cloth as well. So we got 2 rolls per pack, and we did go ahead and get 2 packs. This is their heavy duty weed cloth. Let me see if I can show you how thick this is. Man, this is paramount, guys, to high tunnel gardeners and to those of you who even grow outdoors, because we're going to use this on the back acre. Unfortunately, we cannot lay it right now because we have been wet now for over a month, and Greg has been unable to get back there and till. So I know many of you use weed cloth. I know many of you put down cardboard boxes. We prefer the weed cloth because we're unsure of the inks and stuff in the cardboard boxes, and it's our understanding they have started putting some sort of insecticide on those corrugate boxes so that when they ship across the state, you're not bringing in any unknown little buggies. Under our Vigo Gardens, Greg put chicken wire down to keep little mices from coming up and eating our sweet potatoes. And he also then laid the weed cloth down. So we really feel certain that we're going to be okay here. And in these raised beds, we did the same thing. But, you know, it's not something we're putting on top. We're just putting it on the bottom to keep the weeds from coming up. So for us here in Texas, weed cloth is very important to have on hand. In fact, I've got an area in the backyard where our old pool used to be that I'm going to be laying weed cloth down there because I'm going to plant there. I'm probably going to plant some of our tomatoes and peppers out there to see how we do outside. And I feel like it'll be a little protected because of where it's situated in the backyard from winds and other weather-related events. So this is the area where I'm going to lay that weed cloth down. You can see nothing is growing in there but weeds, no grass, no anything. So I'm going to get in here and clean this up, and then we're going to lay weed cloth down and get ready to plant here. Another area that you might want to use weed cloth is under your wood chips. Now, we made this wood chip walkway to the big high tunnel because it is low lying on our farm, and it gets super muddy, and going in and out of here was a mess until Greg did this. So we got to get to work this morning, hopefully before any storms come in, and we're going to pray that we don't get any. We'll take the rain as always. We just don't want the severe weather. Thank you guys for watching. I'm going to put the link down below for you on where you can get this Weaver. It is very nicely priced, better than its competition, and we are very thankful that we have it. So take care. God bless. Love you all.